What's up, YouTube? Nope, I did not know, but that's okay. We'll talk about it after the 30. Hey, good morning, Knotless Braids. I see you are on first. Who else is on? I got to put my logo up. My picture of my logo is gone. What's up, Knotless Braids? Who else is on? All right. Well, I'm driving the Stankin' Lankin today. So, what's up, Robin? How you doing? I'm waiting for the crew to get in. I got my coffee. Come on. It's in my Bucky's cup. Yes, come on, Bucky's. Come on, come through, Bucky's. What's up, Bougie Bay? What's up, Sandra K? What's up, Queen Mo? What's going on? Well, let me go ahead and get to the get good. So yesterday, I called Tracy. Now, I didn't know that I was calling everybody, but I called Tracy. Now, I will say this. I always tell people, if I can't say it in front of folk, I ain't gonna say it, or you should not say it. But the misunderstood situation, everything I said, pretty much I meant. I don't believe in doxing anyone, but I do believe that sometimes the only thing I say I regret is sometimes you don't show your hand. Sometimes you don't show the cards that you're playing. And I felt some of my cards were shown, but that's okay. You live and you learn. I didn't know that Tracy was on live until like maybe towards the latter part. Um, that's okay. It's no big whoop. I do meant what I said. Well, no, I know I didn't, Queen Mo. I know I did. And I mean, like I said, I didn't know, but I meant what I said when it comes to the misunderstood situation. Um, I don't dislike misunderstood. I think misunderstood is smarter than people allude to. I think she's another Kiki. I think people who have been on substances, when their mind is clear, they're nothing to play with, you know. And we've seen that throughout the YouTuber sphere. So I do just think that if people are your friends, just be your friend, and that's it. Let me say this, you all. I do not have a problem with Tracy. And, you know, first of all, Tracy lives in San Antonio. Even Lovely Love lives in San Antonio. Now, I don't deal a lot with Lovely Love, but she's in San Antonio. So even Brian, I have an affinity, not an infinity, as Bless would say, but an affinity for people in Florida and Texas and Virginia. And Virginia. I mean, I have sentimental values to those places. I am from the state of Florida, you know, so I do have, you know, some love for my folk in Florida. I currently live in Texas, so I have some feelings for the people in Texas. And because I, you know, did a lot of my education in Virginia, that's a kind of tight part of me as well. So when you have content creators like Kimmy and Pizza and Bree and Octavius and people like that, you know, now I may not get along with them, but they're from Florida. Dovey, you know, and they're from Florida. And Florida people are a different breed. We are, let me tell you something, Florida folk are just, they different. That's all I'm gonna say. They different. You know, they different. And again, Tracy is not, she's in the San Antonio area. She is like the first content creator that I'm like, you need to get on and do this thing. Because, you know, Tracy was a troll and a hardcore one at that. So, we have some history. I just don't like people being made a fool of. I don't like people being talked to a certain kind of way. And I saw that and it just did something to me. And I'm like, I don't appreciate that. Even with this 7 stars thing, I don't, that 7 stars thing is really complicated. But for the mere fact that man had some dabblings with the manosphere, it always sets off a red flag. Now, I'm not saying everybody in the manosphere is going to do something crazy, but we have seen what they've done in the beef sector. That's it. Somebody said, I didn't hear the call, but I can't imagine you said anything crazy. Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. I was serious though. I mean, I was serious, and I mean, but me and Tracy, when we fought, and it was. People think this stuff is fake, but I don't make up fake beefs. I really don't. I don't have time to do that, and so I think you just see a. Uh, I think that you see things come full circle. You know. So, but I did not know I was being recorded, and I don't have a problem because I always believe that if you can't say it, then you shouldn't say it at all. I just was upset that some cards that I did not want to be put on the table were, but that's neither here or there. It is what it is. Bars Tracy misunderstood. Be friends or don't be friends. You kind of get what I'm saying now about it ain't no friends on YouTube. My thing is, if you're friends on YouTube, you should do everything you possibly can to protect that. And if you're really friends on YouTube, you'll pick up the phone and give folk calls and say, hey, what's going on? Or I noticed you did XYZ. What's happening here? Because you would rather work that thing out behind the scenes and get an understanding than to have it thrust all upon the YouTube streets where it can be misconstrued and people can take it and run with it. And that's what I'm saying on that. So those are my thoughts. So I'm to the point now where I really don't care if they're friends or not. It's up to them whether they want to be friends or not. That's it. What's up? Thank you, Tiff. I appreciate it. I didn't hear it. So, but I'm not upset about it. I didn't hear it, but I'm not upset about it. And I hope she got some good clicks and views off of that. But I will always put myself in the mindset or ask the question, because again, that's my fault. That's not Tracy's fault, but that's my fault because I could have said, are you recording or not? Because if you are, I don't want to be recorded. That's my fault. So definitely not a Tracy thing. But I will keep that in mind. I did not know, but I'm okay. That's all. That's all. I didn't know, but I'm okay. And content creators are always online. And that's a lesson for me to learn. But it's all good. So I just wanted to clear that up. I'm not upset with Tracy. I meant what I said. You know, I don't have any major beef. There are places and people, even though I may not seem like I like folk, y'all, let me tell you something about me. And let me be honest. Let me really, really, really be honest. I don't hate anybody, even the people I fight. I cannot have hate and carry that. If you carry hate and bitterness in your heart, it's unhealthy. Now, I know y'all swear I hate Brianna, but I don't. And I am very happy that Brianna she may have, but that's my fault. She may have, and the reason why I say that is because I called her phone. I didn't click on the string. And sometimes you call the phone and you don't get the connection that the phone could be connected. But I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at that. But I did not know. And she may have told me. So I'm not blaming her. But it is what it is. And also it's good TV. Okay, y'all, come on now. It's good TV. It's good TV. It's just good TV. And I'm putting that in the title. I didn't know because y'all coming over. It's good TV. Now I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm going. I'm gonna take the opportunity to be a little extra, and that's all I'm doing today. It's been a little extra. I'm not mad, but it's good TV. Now let me go back to what I was talking about. I am very proud that Brianna is trying to get her weight under control and do that, and that's no slight because I want her to be here for a long time, and she has to do what's right for her. And I don't hate her. I don't hate Kimmy. I don't hate pizza. I don't hate anybody. Now, what we do on these YouTube streets is totally different. I mean, it's totally different. But I do not hate folk. I really don't. And I'm just being honest. Now, I can't say that for the people who I deal with, but that ain't my problem. And I don't, and like I said, if anybody hate me, that's on them. I don't have that same spirit or that same outlook on stuff. I don't hate folk. Now, I may not agree with everything they do, but I just don't hate people. I don't hate the man in California. I don't. I don't. I don't. And because I don't even fight with that individual anymore because it's futile to me. I'm like, it's you never gonna do right because as long as people have that real serious hate or disdain in their heart, they can't move on. But I really don't. And I'm serious, you all. Do not live your life hating people because it's more detrimental to you than to the person. Now I come on here and do my YouTube stuff, but I really don't hate nobody. Now I'll say some things, but I really don't. And I mean that. So I could really tell Tracy how I felt, and you all heard it, even though she may have told me I was on the phone, so that was it. But I was concerned. I don't like people dogging folk out. And that's including the women in the beef sector. Now, I fight with the women in the beef sector, but I'm not trying to destroy them emotionally, mentally, trying to with their feelings and try to court them romantically to keep them in front of their constituents and their subscribers. That's not my job to do. Now, I'll roast and get, but that's it. And so, I know you all think that I'm not anti-beef sector. I'm really pro-beef sector, but you can't tell grown people what to do. You can't tell people who to fall in love with. You just can't. But sometimes you see things that they don't, and sometimes you see patterns and people caught up and they don't really look at what's going on. So, I hate Evan is going through all of the stuff she is, and I'm really serious about that. And I don't think it's funny. I really out to 7, but I think some of the things she's doing is a scorched earth approach and is backfiring on her, or it's painting her in a certain light. Now, she does what she wants. I mean, she really does. But I think the best thing to do is just say, you know what? I'm going to let these things play out. And I truly believe that scripture, hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battle. I mean, sometimes God will tell you what to do, but sometimes God will say, I just want you to hold back, and this thing gonna come back around, and I'm gonna give you the victory. Boo, I'm gonna give you the victory. I just need you to be still, be quiet, and be alert, and I'm gonna give you the victory. But if you gonna do it, then what's the use of me being here? That's all I'm saying. So, and with the MU thing, I know people like, oh, you go, MU is smart. But if you all really want to be friends, people will start picking up the phones and answering, or at least if you can't answer, say, I'm gonna call you back and we'll get to this. And that's all I'm gonna say. If you're gonna be friends, then do what friends do. But don't use your friend as clicks and views. Now, I did say a lot of things, and I meant it. I will not fight with folk who I think that it's manufactured and I ain't never have a problem with, and all of a sudden we got a problem. I see that. And it's not because somebody's scared. And I want y'all to catch this. I ain't afraid of anybody, but I don't have to fight with everybody. And some fights are not even worth it. And I'm going to say that. I've been on this earth for 53 years, and I know when people are itching to do something because they may need something or they want something or they want things to pop off. And you can't fight with nobody who ain't fighting with you. And I'm just going to say that. And I don't have, everybody ain't worthy. Or it may not be a good rate of return. So, yeah. So let's get along, y'all. Now, I'm going to say this. I have listened to Read the Heart of Philadelphia and Deanna Irvin. And see, this is when I listen to people when it's worth it. Baby, and I have listened to this. Baby, when I tell you Deanna Irvin said a few things and Reed is saying a few things, it's really, really interesting. Now, y'all don't disrespect my ushers. If my ushers, let me say about my ushers. My ushers are very long-suffering. If you get blocked by my ushers, don't get pissed. They give you a warning. Just heed to the warning. I'm just saying. All right? Because I see people always want to come after my ushers. But my ushers trying to say, if you're disrespectful, your comments will be removed. So don't be disrespectful. Now, let me say this about this disrespectful thing and trying to shield people. Let me say this. Baby, I don't care if you shield me or not if I come to your room. That is par for the course in this beef sector. Folk are going to tag you up. And I think it's really, personally, I think that you need to be able to roll with the punches. The only problem that I have with YouTube content creators, when they give these people wrenches and these people block folk, and the content creator has no control, or the content creators say, well, they don't like you. So that right there. Now, if I have a usher who doing that, we'll have a conversation and I will take a wrench because we don't play those things. I tell people, if you want to block people, get your own platform to do so. But as a usher, I don't want people to be attacking my ushers either. So I might give them the wherewithal and say, hey, go ahead and block them because I see they acting rude. But that's a problem. But people coming after you, child, people gonna come after you all the time. That's YouTube. People gonna do that. I thrive on it, to be honest. All this protection. I don't need no protection. We ain't in the mob. Not at all. No sub Bobby Jr. What's up, Intrinsic? So that's how I feel about that. But please try to respect the ushers. They do their best. We don't want to because a lot of flagging going on. And we don't want a lot of flagging. But that Deanna Irvin and that Read the Heart of Philadelphia thing, baby, I was getting my whole entire life. Baby, it is the war of the cussers. It is the war of the cussers. Baby, oh, it was deep. It was deep. So the Reed, the Heart of Philadelphia, and the Deanna Irving things. Like I said what I said about Reed, and I'm done. I don't have nothing else to say. See, Reed is enjoying this. Reed is getting all this attention, and I tell you, any attention is better than none for some of these people. And so Reed is fighting with Deanna. She was fighting with me because I ain't fighting with her no more. She was fighting with everybody. Everybody. So, is there a Pastor J. Wilson backup page? No, it ain't no backup page. Let me say this, Sarah. I had to make one page, and that was because somebody porn bombed me. They couldn't flag my page. They couldn't do that. So what they did was porn bomb me. And the thing is, you all, I continued with my vlogcast because back in the day, we didn't know that these people were so diabolical and devious that they would porn bomb and then they would report it to YouTube, so they would take the page down. So now we know better. And so I'm always on the lookout, and you notice that I always put my screen up for folk because that's it. But no backup page because I don't do, I stay in community guidelines. In this whole conversation that I've had, you have not heard me use any disparaging words because I stay in community guidelines. It's a lot of people fighting. It's a lot of page flagging going on, and it's a lot of stuff happening. It's a lot of stuff happening, but you know, it is what it is. What's up, Ebony? I want to give a shout out to all the ushers. I see Ebony 757. I see Dr. LaShawna Ruth Brown. I see Simply Pink and Green. I see Reasoning. Honey, Reasoning's been on the usher board for a long time. She's been on the battlefield for the Lord for a long time. We see you, Reasoning. Reasoning is a senior usher. Okay? She was here when we was using pans. Now we in Venmo and Cash App. But she was here when we was using pans. She was here when we was doing washing feet and stuff. Bye-bye. She been here for a long time. What's up, Reasoning? Evan 757 been here. I'm telling you. So I want to give Reasoning its key shout out. Let me tell you something. Reasoning, she's a good woman. She's a good woman. That's all I can say. She's a good woman. Now, I have some good ushers, and even the new ones are good. I don't care what nobody say about Rodney. Rodney's a good usher. Game Tight is a good usher. Uncle Claude is a good usher. Ron P is a good usher. That's the men's usher board. That's the men's. And the men's usher board, they will get that gum out your mouth, okay? They're going to get that gum out your mouth. I'm just saying. So, yes, I want to give a shout out to the ushers. Baby, they the OGs. Sabrina T is the OG. Sabrina T. Victoria is a OG. Ron P is an OG. All them OGs. Vivian Jennings. Let me not forget Vivian Jennings. OG. That's right. But you all, like I said, I'm having a great time on YouTube. I like I said, it's a new season. I select who I'm gonna fight with or not fight with. If I got something to say, I'm gonna say it one time and I'm gonna move on. I don't have time for this beef jerky. Okay, a beef is good, but when it becomes beef jerky, it's too hard and it's chewy. I don't got time for that. Some people will run a beef down till they ain't no good no more. So I don't have time. Now look, y'all, I don't know what's going on with Dovication, but we definitely have Juicycation coming up. And y'all need to be at Juicycation. It's going to be September the 29th. I'm excited. It's going to be a damn good time. Y'all need to be there at Juicycation. You still got time to get your room. You still got time to get your caning and your romper. You still got time. All roads lead to Miami on the 29th. The port of Miami, to be more exact. Now, I will say this. If you want an easy airport to navigate, I would recommend you go to Fort Lauderdale. All you do in Fort Lauderdale is leave the airport and get on 95. Boo boo, you get to that Miami International Airport, you might be in Cuba tomorrow. I'm just saying, because that Miami International Airport is in the thick of things. And you know it's deep when you got to get on 36th Street to get downtown, or you got to pay all these roads. Let me tell you something, that Miami International Airport, baby, you might be in Guatemala or Belize by the time you get to the port. I'm just saying, Fort Lauderdale is easy to navigate. I'm just saying. It's just easy to navigate. Because, baby, that Miami, girl, honey, that Miami is real dicey and treacherous. Sometimes that Miami airport feel like Jacksonville, Florida Greyhound bus station. I'm just saying. I don't know if you ever been to the Greyhound bus station in Jacksonville, but that's how that Miami airport feels sometimes. And if you from Florida and you've been to that Jacksonville Greyhound, you know it's dicey. You might not get on your bus. That's why I was a little scared for Dovey up in that bus station. I'm just saying, so be careful at Miami airport. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good airport, but Fort Lauderdale is easier to navigate. I'm just saying, it's easy to navigate. It may flood, though, because, you know, they had them floods in Fort Lauderdale, but it's easy to navigate. Child, you be in Miami, next day, you know, you in Puerto Rico, and you didn't know how you got there, because that's how Miami is. I'm just saying. Let me tell you something. I left Miami International Airport and found myself at Hialeah and nobody spoke English. Boo-boo. I went to the Family Dollar and I had to find somebody to speak English because even the managers didn't speak English. Okay, in Hialeah. Let me tell you something. Baby, Hialeah is another country in itself. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying, go Fort Lauderdale might be a little bit better. I ain't mad at Dovey. If you want to be a sponsor, hit Vivian Jennings up at yespicturelady@gmail.com to get your sponsorship on. So just wanted to throw that out there as well. Oh, this traffic is so bad. Let me tell y'all something. Traffic in San Antonio used to be so easy, and not everybody and their mama want to move here. And what's going on, too, is Austin is becoming too expensive for people. And so now people are moving to San Antonio and you know, leaving Austin. And people now are living in San Antonio and working in Austin. So Tesla has a plant in Austin, and so a lot of people from San Antonio will work in Austin and live in San Antonio, and this traffic is just horrendous. What's up, Ebony 757? Yeah, the home prices are a little steep now. They let me say this: San Antonio home prices are better than a lot of places in Texas, but they are higher than they were. And so what's going on now, y'all, is interest rates are going up and people are trying to drop the the prices of homes, but baby, that down payment too high for some of these people. So yeah. But y'all, let me tell you what's going on with San Antonio that bothers me too. These people do not know the value of light rail, and they have voted down light rail twice. And I'm like, San Antonio, y'all got to do better. You will not get serious major corporations moving here if you do not have light rail. That is a big, big key to landing a lot of jobs. Can the people get there? Do you all have, different modes of transportation so people can get around? Now, San Antonio is the seventh largest city in the United States, and it's rapidly growing, but they have no light rail whatsoever. And Texas is really shoddy when it comes to light rail. Even Dallas and Houston's light rail is a joke. You can't build roads everywhere. Y'all need to start looking at light rail. When Norfolk, Virginia has light rail, and when Salt Lake City and Portland has light rail, that's a darn shame that it ain't no light rail in San Antonio. Norfolk, Virginia, of all places, got light rail. And I'm going to tell you what, I like it. When I go to homecoming and don't want to drive my car and all of that mess, baby, I stayed at a hotel that was on the light rail. I parked my car at the train station, took that train on down to Norfolk, Virginia, at the school. It put me right across the street. I walked right on over, went to the football game, and caught the train right on back. Okay? Because everybody don't want to be in that traffic. So when the Spurs have a game or when they have a concert, it's crazy. Let me tell you something. One time, the Spurs had a game and Fantasia had a concert, and it was crazy. They really need light rail. They really need light rail. So let me say this. Atlanta, even Atlanta, I think Atlanta needs to expand theirs more. But let me say, when I get to the airport, if I'm staying downtown, I don't need to get no car if I'm only staying downtown. I just do light rail, and if I'm going to short distances, I do Uber or Lyft. So yeah. The reason why they don't have a lot of light rail in Texas is because the oil and gas industry and these transportation lobbies are really, really, these transportation lobbies are really powerful in Texas. Let me tell you something. In Atlanta, let me tell you what they did in Atlanta. So in Atlanta, they didn't want the train to come to Cobb County. Baby, because they didn't want those people to be able to afford housing. But the Mexicans still came, okay? The Mexicans still came to Cobb County. You can't stop people from living where they want to live because Mexican people have cars. So you ain't, look, see, this is what people don't understand. You want these people to work in your houses and clean your children clothes and clean your house, but you don't want them to live next to you. You want them to work, but not be. See, it's a lot of that power dynamic going on with that. Yep, baby, the Mexican people right in Cobb County, the same people y'all didn't want there is there, and them trains didn't stop them from coming. So that's all I'm saying. Oh my goodness. What's up, YouTube cameras? So anyway, you all, so Misunderstood, I hope y'all get it together, but Misunderstood, y'all stop. Misunderstood, stop. Y'all start calling each other. Start calling each other. And say, hey, what's up, Miss Cruiser? What's up, Properly Live? Properly, I'm so glad that you're back with us. And I know me and Properly go back and forth, but let me say this. I don't hold anything personally against Chelsea because, to be honest, you all, what I do here is entertainment. But I can honestly say I'm glad to see you back. And, I hope that, you get through your difficult situation. I didn't talk about your situation much because it's not for clicks and views. But we are glad to see you back, and we hope you are doing well. So I wanted to say that that's properly bona fide, properly live. But just continue to keep her in your prayers and thoughts. It's always hard to lose a loved one. So, but we're happy to see you back, and we hope everything is going well. But yeah, so you all, yeah, yeah. But Tracy misunderstood. Y'all get it together. Y'all want to be friends or y'all don't want to be friends. Misunderstood. Y'all don't want to be friends or y'all want to be friends. Just figure out what you want to do. And now I hope y'all understand what I mean by there's no friends on YouTube. If you got a friend on YouTube, just be friends. And it don't need to be advertised. I like the relationship, and I don't know how tight their relationship is. And I don't think they're really close, but Nia Long and Samora are sisters. But they don't go yelling, that's my sister all the time. They just do their thing. There are some people on these YouTube channels that I consider to be really cool. But I don't have to let everybody know that. I really don't have to let everybody know that. And that's the God honest truth. Because I don't want any of my friends or anybody, especially if I'm friends with them, I want to keep that friendship. And y'all know how these people play these games on YouTube. So, yeah. Y'all know how people play these games on YouTube. And a lot of my friends be looking from the clouds, and they rarely say anything. Now they'll tell me once I get off, they might call me and say, "Ooh, Lord," but that's it. Yeah, they ain't trying to be all up in this stuff. And let me say this: I don't know how y'all be dating these content creators. And people can do what they want. Okay, Dr. Lashana Rue. People can do what they want. You can't stop it. But baby, you really risking your relationship when you put it on YouTube. We have seen it from bigger YouTube vloggers and a whole lot of folks. Y'all, I just tell people don't do it. It ain't worth it. If you really love that person, you don't want to put them through all of that. What y'all feeling, Dr. Lashana Rue? What y'all feeling? Tell us what you're feeling. Don't be shy. Go on, tell it. What you feeling? What you feeling in your spirit, Usher? Prophetess Usher, what you feeling in your spirit? What you feeling in your spirit that you knew all along? What is you feeling in your spirit, Dr. Lashana Ruth Brown? What you feeling in your spirit? Don't get quiet on me now. I feel a prophetic word coming up. What you feel in your spirit? Ooh, somebody feeling something in their spirit. When they feel it in their spirit, I want you to tell it. What you feel in your spirit? Huh? Come on, prophetess. I knew that it. That's how they be saying. I knew that it. What you feeling in your spirit, prophet? Come on now, tell us. Bless the body. Come on now. Don't get quiet now. A lot of y'all feeling something in y'all spirit. What you feel in the spirit? Don't quiet now. Don't speak in tongue now, and don't have no interpretation. Go ahead and give us the interpretation. Don't be speaking in tongue. Ain't no interpretation. Give us the interpretation. Oh, come on now. Don't get quiet. Just don't date on YouTube. It's a business. That's not the word. That's our word, but that's not the word. I want the word. I really do like MU, always have, but I never felt she wanted to go on that cruise. Crowd, people, etc. I can't see it. Okay, Miss Cruiser, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. And see y'all, I did bring that up. Now I forgot, but I did bring that up. Why bring the cruise up? Because it's almost like you hanging that over Tracy's head, like I really don't want to go. Then I want to go. And what it's doing is it erodes the confidence of the people. It erodes the confidence of people. Now, like I said, Dovey said she going on vacation, but people's a little shaky when she all up in Rhode Island, and then she in Rhodesia, and then she in California, and then she in Valdosta, Georgia, then she in she's in Brunswick, Georgia, then home in Florida. Folk be getting a little nervous because you ain't home. And the people confidence, like, is she gonna make it to the thing? And so when MU be doing that, it's like, well, is she gonna go or not? You know, and it erodes the confidence. That's why I had a problem. But I want to hear what the Dr. LaShawna Ruth is feeling in her spirit. Thou shalt not seek love or friendship on Al Gore's internet. 11th commandment. Cruiser, I agree with that. Seemed like a good idea initially, but when and it ain't no mountains on the cruise ship. Now she can climb the rock climbing wall. They may have a rock climbing wall, but it ain't no mountains that you can drive in, dear heart. You may go to the top of the ship, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna be saying, y'all. But I mean, seriously, some people be, you know, I just thought that was like, why you want to sabotage the event? You know what? Let me say this. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I would rather her say she going and don't show up than say, you know, I'm going and then show up. Because the thing is, it's shaky and people want stability. So that's all I'm saying. And just, but let me say this, Itsy Bitsy, just don't even put it out there. See, just don't put it out there. Now, let me tell you something. If God is my witness, unless something tragic happens, I'm going to be on that cruise ship. Okay? I'm going to be there. I got the romper. Okay? And I'm going to be there. I'm back in the running and going back to that gym. I'm going to be there. Y'all be there. Up and over. Y'all be there. I'll be there. But if all of a sudden I take an unexpected trip to London on September the 27th, then y'all might need to be a little concerned. That's all I'm saying. No more, no less. No more, no less. %100% agree with that. No friends on YouTube. It's sad to see adults, baby, and they be real petty. They be real petty. They be having a petty spirit. They be real petty. People be petty. Ooh, they be petty. And I just feel people be holding stuff over folks' head. Well, am I gonna go on the cruise or not? Am I gonna be? Why even put that that feel of doubt there? I believe if she don't go, keep working like you are. Tell folk the last minute. Tracy has a good following. She will be fine. Both groups will do well. Oh, I believe that. I believe that. But just don't be doing crazy stuff. Don't be doing crazy stuff. People be doing crazy stuff. Just don't be doing crazy stuff. That's all. Well, I appreciate y'all riding with me. I'm almost to my destination. I'll probably be looking at what goes on because baby Deanna Irvin and what's that lady name? Um, Read the Heart of Philadelphia, baby. They in full contact battle. I ain't mad at them. You know, I ain't mad at them. People up there talking about Josh and folk can't have no cheering. Baby Deanna Irvin talking about the lips and stuff. And the t-shirts. Deanna Irvin went to that t-shirt thing, and I'm like, oh my God. Cause let me tell you something though. Reed did have that t-shirt like Shaka Khan had that t-shirt on I Feel For You. Baby, why she did that bootleg I Feel For You t-shirt? Okay. I think I love you. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Okay. I'm like, okay, Reed had that I Feel For You abstract 1980s t-shirt. Okay. Baby, I felt like she was giving me some United or Benetton tees with that t-shirt, baby. She was giving that I Feel For You Shaka Khan 1988 t-shirt. Okay, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. All right, I ain't mad, but she did go there with that t-shirt. And baby, I cackled. Baby, baby, when I think of you, I get this warm feeling inside. I will lie to you, baby. I'm physically trying to tell you I feel for you. I think I love you. Whoa, wee. Baby, I feel for you. I think I love you. Okay, that's what I was getting from that Shaka Khan t-shirt. Baby, didn't I go to the 80s? Because y'all know that United Benetton was the thing then. In the 80s. I feel for you. I think I love you, baby. That shirt was giving me Shah Khan. Anyway, Cruiser, you gotta watch it, baby. Baby. And like I said, I'm not gonna say I don't watch people. I watch people when they funny. I watch people when it's getting ready to jump off. Okay, that's when I really watch people. So yeah. Well, look, y'all, I'm getting ready to go and do what I got to do. I appreciate you all coming on and supporting me through the years. We try to keep it cute. We try to keep it light. We don't want to go too dark. There always has to be a balance. And so I try to keep old nasty balance. But I appreciate you all for coming over. And thank you all again. And I'll be on later on tonight. So we'll do what we got to do. Peace and love, y'all. Take care.